Welcome to News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss. Here now, the news for August 23rd, 2021. On the official Disney Cruise Line Twitter account, cruise director Jimmy Lynette revealed one of the Disney Fab 50 character collection golden statues will be Nemo and Dory from Disney Pixar's Finding Nemo. The two fish are seen floating above some coral, no, I'm not going to do it, which serves as the base of the statue. And as announced today, young Simba from The Lion King will be part of the Fab 50 character collection as well. L. Steven Taylor, who plays Mufasa in The Lion King on Broadway, announced Simba's statue on the Disney Parks blog Instagram story. Both of these statues will be at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Following last week's reveal of Disney Genie and Genie Plus, we're learning more on just how this service will work. Disney has confirmed to travel agents that guests will be able to purchase the Genie Plus service beginning at midnight on the day of their visit to a Walt Disney World theme park. That being said, reservations to use the Lightning Lane for specific attractions will begin at 7 a.m. the same day. Purchasing Genie Plus early has no bearing on the attraction availability. It's unclear if the same policy applies to the Disneyland Resort, but Disney Genie Plus will sell for $15 per guest per day at Walt Disney World, $20 per guest per day at Disneyland Resort. Additional high-demand attractions will be available for an additional fee. Standard Disney Genie service, which includes personalized recommendations based on attraction wait times, but not Lightning Lane access, will be free for all guests. The service, which replaces the complimentary FastPass Plus system at Walt Disney World, has proven to be unpopular with many, with the video announcing the service quickly garnering a 70%, I think it's almost at 90% now, dislike percentage on YouTube. You know it's bad when Tom Corliss has more likes on his YouTube video than Disney does. Things are not going well in the world at that moment in time. Walt Disney World has announced the attractions that will be available during the extended evening hours and early theme park entry at Magic Kingdom and Epcot for Deluxe Resort, Deluxe Villa Resort, and other select resort guests. These extra hours will begin in October. Check the full lists at WDWNT.com. Get your appetite ready as more buffets are returning to Walt Disney World soon. Beginning August 29th, Biergarten Restaurant in Germany at Epcot will once again be offering a buffet-style lunch and dinner. And returning September 12th, the Crystal Palace at the Magic Kingdom will offer a buffet lunch and dinner as well. No characters still at that location. I'm kind of sad. Biergarten was vastly improved as not a buffet, and so I'm worried that that's going to go back to normal. I think Biergarten's been the best restaurant in all of Epcot since the reopening. To kick off the celebrations for World Princess Week, Disney released more details about the upcoming The Princess and the Frog re-theme of Splash Mountain at both Disneyland and the Magic Kingdom. Imagineers are working on developing the new concept and divulged some of the behind-the-scenes inspirations. Quote, Tiana is an ambitious and resilient woman who proves that success comes through a connection to her family and community and has learned to never lose sight of what's really important, giving back to others through great food and inspiring them to achieve their full potential, said Disney. New concept art shows Tiana, joined by Naveen and Louis, as they set off on a journey to host a unique Mardi Gras party. The attraction will bring new music inspired by the film's soundtrack. It'll feature new characters alongside the characters from the movie, some of whom can be seen in the background of the concept art. Based on the characters seen in the shadows, we would assume some of these are redressed or reused audio animatronics from Splash Mountain, but we're really just guessing at this point. Imagineers visited Dookie Chase's restaurant in New Orleans, whose founder, Leah Chase, inspired Princess Tiana. According to Imagineers, guests will be active participants who meet new characters and are addressed by Tiana. The adventure ends with the ultimate Mardi Gras party, and that's, again, still all they're willing to say about this attraction. What's really interesting is this 30-minute video that was put out at no point mentions Splash Mountain or that this is a re-theme of an existing attraction. It basically treats it as if it is an entirely new thing, which I guess for PR reasons is probably the way they want to go. Just thought it was an interesting choice. To spend 30 minutes talking about the development of attraction and never mention the roots of the attraction in any way. As we previously announced, Disney Enchantment, the all-new nighttime spectacular at the Magic Kingdom, will debut on October 1st, coinciding with the launch of the world's most magical celebration. Disney has shared more details about this new show. The all-new spectacular inspires everyone to believe in magic with captivating Disney music, enhanced lighting, immersive projection effects that extend for the first time down Main Street, USA, and an emotional original song entitled You Are the Magic by 7-time Grammy winner Philip Lawrence. Throughout the show, stunning fireworks will fill the sky, providing a great experience for guests throughout the park and neighboring resort hotels. Quote, since opening day in 1971, dazzling fireworks shows have provided the perfect exclamation point at the end of our fantastic day at the Magic Kingdom Park, said Mark Renfro, show director of Disney Live Entertainment. From Fantasy in the Sky to Wishes to Holiday Spectaculars and Happily Ever After, each new show has raised the bar and the best is yet to come. I can't wait for everyone to see what we're creating with Disney Enchantment. In Disney Enchantment, we join dreamers like Tiana, Miguel, Rapunzel, and the brothers Ian and Barley from Onward and set out on an incredible journey with adventurers such as Moana, Raya, and Judy Hopps. Joe Gardner from Disney and Pixar's Soul will take us into the Zone, where we discover a whimsical world inspired by the style of legendary Disney artist Mary Blair, filled with beloved characters from classic stories like Beauty and the Beast and Alice in Wonderland to contemporary tales such as Luca and Wreck-It Ralph. Everything builds to a climactic moment as Tinkerbell takes flight, spreading shimmering golden pixie dust and empowering us all to believe in ourselves and the magic around us. Disney Enchantment features characters, moments, and music from dozens of Disney and Pixar films. The show takes us beyond the ordinary to a land of magic where we're swept up in a world of wonder filled with friendship, love, and fun. And through it all, we'll discover we only have to look within to find the power to believe and make dreams come true, because the magic was inside us all along. It sounds like every Disney fireworks show ever. That's not a bad thing. Many of them are really wonderful. What makes me sad is this show in no way represents the 50th anniversary. It really just is a new show that happens to be debuting for the 50th. There will be no nostalgia, no callbacks. And we saw this with Disneyland's 60th show. Did not really do that either. It had a little bit of the park in it, but it was more about the movies. And that was not particularly well received, to the point where after the event ended, the show went away. And so I suspect maybe that will happen this time as well. Remember Dreams Come True did come back after that, which is a show that does celebrate 50 years of Disneyland. So it's kind of what we were hoping for, but not what we got. When Nighttime Spectaculars returned to the Magic Kingdom, many fans had hoped to see the Kiss Goodnight, the closing announcement, and changing of castle lights return as well. Well, it did not, but now Disney has added a new way to say goodbye with a uncostumed DJ making announcements from atop the Main Street train station. The DJ also plays music such as Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus or remixed versions of Disney songs. He reportedly reads the closing announcements, including transportation directions from a paper over a microphone. The DJ was present at least 2 nights in the past week, neither of which had private events or Disney After Hours, so this was meant to be a every night thing. At the last night, Disney reportedly pulled the DJ before he began performing atop the train station. This came after a deluge of negative social media comments about the previous appearances. So we suspect there's a correlation there, but oh boy, it has been a rough week at Walt Disney World, from Genie to these animatronic malfunctions to this thing. It's just, things are not going great right now. The Liberty Square riverboat, the Liberty Belle, has closed for its scheduled refurbishment at the Magic Kingdom. The refurbishment will be short, with the riverboat scheduled to be back in action on September 1st. The Liberty Belle is a 47-foot steam-powered paddle wheeler. When the attraction is operating, the boat takes guests on a 17-minute ride around Tom Sawyer Island. It seems the shields on the Adventureland Bridge in the Magic Kingdom were not actually removed for cultural sensitivity reasons, but simply to be refreshed. The shields are now back, looking brighter than ever. This is nice to see. We were worried they were gone. Of course, they were moved at the same time. A lot was removed from Jungle Cruise, and even some stuff was removed from the entrance. So it's clear why this correlation was made, but nope, they're back. On Saturday, a malfunctioning Ariel animatronic was spotted inside Under the Sea Journey of the Little Mermaid at the Magic Kingdom. YouTube user All Central Florida shared a video where a guest captured the floundering mermaid. She's seen leaning back and motionless while ride vehicles pass the scene while she sings Part of Your World. Guests at the Magic Kingdom will be able to start their day the royal way when breakfast service returns to Cinderella's Royal Table beginning Friday, August 27th. Breakfast hasn't been offered at the restaurant since it reopened last September. Reservations will be available beginning tomorrow, Tuesday, August 24th. It's unclear whether character interactions will be included with the experience or not. Currently, Cinderella just appears, but maybe more princesses will return. With the world's most magical celebration kicking off in a matter of weeks, you can keep the party going through 2022 with the Walt Disney World 50th Anniversary Poster Calendar. Calendar pays tribute to the resort's history with a cover featuring a collage of souvenirs from throughout Walt Disney World's early years. Each month features vintage-inspired art with attractions from the past, including 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea and Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, and long-running favorites such as the Country Bear Jamboree, It's a Small World, and Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room, originally called the Tropical Serenade, which is referenced on this calendar, which is great. There's also months featuring a classic map and even one dedicated to the Orange Bird. Calendar retails for $24.99. We found it at the Emporium. One of the snacks synonymous with Disney parks is popcorn. From unique flavors to amazing buckets, Disney tempts us with the popped treat, but now 2 new merchandise items can tempt you as well. We found the newest Loungefly backpack in Uptown Jewelers of the Magic Kingdom for $80. This cute little backpack features the ever-popular popcorn bucket shaped like a Mickey balloon. You know, the only one the domestic parks are willing to make. The balloon has popcorn spilling out of the top of the bucket, stitched in place. What's really cool about the balloon bucket print is that you can see the popcorn within the nearly opaque bucket, and the print around the backpack features many different colors of the Mickey balloon popcorn bucket. The coolest feature, though, out of all, has to be that the bag is scented like popcorn. The lining print is simply Mickey silhouette shapes in circles with red lines on white. This evokes a feel of a popcorn box, further tying it into the theme. As well, there's a new pair of Crocs available at Disney Style at Disney Springs to match for $59.99. They feature a red and white color scheme, a popcorn pattern printed on most of the shoe. A Mickey balloon decoration has a tiny popcorn pieces inside of it, and the midsole pinstripes look like a classic popcorn box. Unlike the backpack, the Crocs are not scented, because they go on your feet. Maybe that would be good for Florida tourists. I don't know. Just 3 days after Monorail Orange lost power at Disney's Contemporary Resort, Monorail Silver did the same outside of Epcot. Guests were left stranded above the Epcot parking lot, not far from the Epcot monorail station. Power was eventually restored to the monorail hours later. However, it still required the monorail line maintenance vehicle to tow it in. A video shared to WDWNT by Twitter user JFBat shows the monorail line maintenance vehicle coming to the rescue. However, the maintenance vehicle couldn't get latched onto the side that it initially approached from, so guests were stuck even longer as it traveled the entire length of the Epcot line to go to the other side of the monorail and tow it. Guests were stranded for over 40 minutes, it says. I think it was close to an hour. After the 50th anniversary banners were hung outside Magic Kingdom last week, now some are going up at Epcot. We also had our first sighting of banners inside the park. They're a little different from the ones outside in that they feature a spaceship Earth pattern. We suspect Animal Kingdom and Hollywood Studios will happen at some time this week. Living with the Land, part of the Land Pavilion at Epcot, has failed to open for 3 straight days now. It's not currently scheduled for a refurbishment or a planned closure. This is just a thing that has happened. Cast members told us yesterday they didn't expect the attraction to open today, but they were hoping for tomorrow. So we'll have to see what happens. It's unclear why the attraction is down. Swim on over to the Turtle Talk Theater because Crush is back. Turtle Talk with Crush returned to Epcot over the weekend inside the Seas with Nemo and Friends Pavilion. You can watch our full video of the show right here on YouTube. Despite World Princess Week starting today, Disney has ended the Princess Promenade Cavalcade at Epcot. It was the last remaining one at the park. Character Cavalcade has been removed from the Walt Disney World website. Rather than seeing princesses and other characters travel by carriage throughout World Showcase, guests will now be able to meet them at physically distanced locations. With the France Pavilion just weeks away from opening its brand new expansion, a mainstay of the pavilion has said adieu. The Crepes de Chefs de France kiosk has been removed ahead of the opening of La Crêperie de Paris in the expansion. Le Vins de Chefs de France remains open. The new location, which offers both counter and table service, will feature items including sweet crepes, savory buckwheat galettes, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, and authentic French hard cider when it officially opens to the public on October 1st. D23 Gold members will be able to taste samplings during the Remy's Ratatouille Adventure previews on September 4th and 5th. Regardless, it is the end of an era as the Promenade Eatery has been there for many, many years. As we were making our way around World Showcase in Epcot, we noticed that the signs for the Florida Blue Lounge are up at the restaurant Akershus in the Norway Pavilion. When we stopped by to ask a cast member what this meant, we were informed that the banquet hall is now a company lounge. Cast member wasn't hopeful about Princess Dining returning. That doesn't mean it won't, but it does seem it will be this corporate lounge for a little while. Boarding groups are still available for Star Wars Rise of the Resistance until 30 minutes before park close several nights in the last few days. They were still available until an hour before park close on August 15th. I know this has been a reoccurring thing as attendance is really low right now. This is shocking, though, as since the ride opened, this has never happened. Usually they're gone in seconds. It did have a particularly good day the other day. 186 groups had been called, but again, this is not really because the ride is doing great. It is more so because park attendance is terrible right now between the Delta variant surges, the mask mandate for some, and just back to school. Between all of this, there's just no one here right now. Being the scourge of the First Order ships must be exhausting because the legendary pirate Hondo Onaka just Onaka'd out mid-sentence at Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run the other day. This is another animatronic malfunctioning in front of guests this week. There's been a ton. In the video submitted to WDWNT by the Disney Stranger, Hondo can be seen delivering the pre-show spiel to riders, and just as he calls to Chewbacca, he goes limp and sinks backwards as far as the framework will allow. The animatronic remained slumped for the remainder of the video. I think he was eventually covered, but when we went this weekend, he was working again. So it wasn't a long breakdown, but Hondo having some issues. We recently reported on the sad state of the queue of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway at Hollywood Studios, where guests had destroyed the wall decals. Now Disney has begun to repair the unsightly damage by painting over the decal. Obviously, they're not done yet. As you can see, just the gold feet of a bird in some places, and like half of a Chinese building there. So they're starting in earnest on this. They're not done yet, and it's an attempt to be a more permanent solution than just putting another decal over the wall. The Tune-In Lounge, located between Hollywood and Vine and 50's Primetime Cafe, has reopened. Tune-In Lounge serves specialty cocktails, wine, and beer. All the bar stools have been removed, and previously guests could enjoy food from 50's Primetime at the bar, since it's technically in that restaurant, but food is not available right now. All seating throughout the Tune-In Lounge is also missing. We certainly hope it'll come back to full service at some point, but not yet. Meanwhile, Dockside Diner reopened at the studios. The revamped menu includes 3 new entrees, a Blue Sea Margarita, and a Seaside Brownie. We were there when the restaurant reopened. In fact, we were the first guests. You can check out our review at WDWNT.com. Disney paused the use of biometric fingerprint scanners at admission tap styles when the parks reopened in July 2020, but they have made their return to the formal theme parks today. They had been testing at Blizzard Beach for the last several days, but now Animal Kingdom, the first formal theme park to bring them back into service. So when you come to scan into the park, you will also need to scan a finger in order to gain entry once more. The Shaman of Song on the Na'vi River journey, part of Pandora, the world of Avatar at Animal Kingdom, was seen malfunctioning by TikTok user Erin Disney Planner. The Shaman of Song suddenly goes limp, and then the face goes completely blank. Hopefully this is resolved soon. Again, what a week for these maintenance issues. And then Disney wants to charge you to fast pass these attractions. Maybe we should make sure they work first. You never see video of this in Japan. I'm just saying, never happens. Guests looking to adopt or purchase a shoulder banshee toy from the Rookery at Wind Traders at Animal Kingdom are going to have to settle for the plush version. They have run out of banshees. It's unclear when and if they'll return, but for now the banshees of the Rookery are filled with the plush Ikran for now. Disney has finally announced a replacement for the wave of American flavors at Disney's Contemporary Resort. Steakhouse 71 will be a casual dining concept that gets its name for the resort's opening year. It's an East Coast companion to Steakhouse 55 at the Disneyland Hotel, which ironically, Disney just closed permanently this year. You may recall rumors of the Incredible Steakhouse going into this space. Theory is that maybe originally an Incredibles breakfast offering was planned for this space, and it probably will happen at some point in the future. But for now, we're happy to hear that it will not be an Incredibles restaurant. Instead, it will celebrate the legacy of this classic Walt Disney World hotel. Either way, the Incredibles are taking up the rest of the hotel with rooms themed to them coming very soon. Disney has announced further details about the special 50th anniversary dining experience coming to the California Grill upstairs at the Contemporary. A new dining experience will also be available later this year, featuring a limited time menu with items inspired by the restaurant's history, the announcement stated. We noticed a few weeks ago that reservations were unavailable for California Grill after October 2nd. The reservation page mentioned a special dining experience for the 50th anniversary celebration of Walt Disney World, but since then, no details had been available. Obviously, this location used to be the top of the world, so we suspect there will be some celebration of that former location. Alongside new information about the Magic Key program, Disney announced 2 new Magic Key holder exclusive locations will be opening at Disneyland Resort in the coming weeks. The Magic Key Terrace at Disney California Adventure will open on August 25th, the same day Magic Key passes become available, replacing the annual pass exclusive alfresco tasting terrace. Key holders will be able to join a mobile walk-up wait list on the Disneyland app or in person at the terrace for the first week. Advanced reservations will be available starting September 2nd. A Magic Key Lounge will open for a limited time from September 1st through October 31st at the Tomorrowland Starcade. The lounge will have photo ops, charging stations, and other Magic Key perks yet to be announced. Disney announced that new episodes of the hit Disney Plus series Behind the Attraction are on the way. In a teaser trailer released on the Disney Plus YouTube channel, guests get a sneak peek at the upcoming episode on the iconic castles of the parks. Upcoming episodes include the castles, the Disneyland Hotel, It's a Small World, trains, trams, and monorails, remember trams, kids, and the Hall of Presidents. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to WDWNT.com. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, The Vacationeer, the engineers of your next magical vacation. Sit back and let their team of vacation planning experts craft your family's next trip. The best part, their services are free. Hotel, park tickets, dining, and more. Visit WDWNT.travel for details. The Vacationeer, the official travel agency of WDWNT. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to WDW News Today here on YouTube for more great content, and click the bell for notifications. Also, make sure to hit select all notifications so you never miss an episode of the show. Also, don't forget to pick up our latest t-shirt from the Carousel of Products. It's Disney in the Streets, Universal in the Sheets. I'm not going to say more about it. It's available at carouselproducts.com. It's $20, like all our shirts are. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying, enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Looking for the latest in Disney news on the go? Then download WDWNT the app. From news to videos to park hours and more, WDWNT the app is your one-stop shop for the latest from the Disney world. Available on iPhone and Android, just search for WDWNT in your device's app store.